It's a beautiful day in the neighbor pool. A beautiful day to be Deadpool. It's story time. Story time. We got any fans of Mr. Rogers out there today? All right, we got quite a few. I'm a pretty big fan of Captain America myself. Are you all ready for story time? I know Kid Pool in the front row's ready for story time. Good to see a fellow variant. How you doing? All right, well, it's good you guys are ready for story time because I sure love to talk. Today's story is a beloved bedtime classic, mashed up with a very profitable licensing agreement. You guessed it, it's Cinder Pool. You guys can applaud for that if you'd like. Oh, thank you, so genuine and unprompted. Just put on my little 4K reading glasses that I just stole from someone's grandmother in the parking lot. Now I can see all of your shining, shimmering, splendid faces. Well, that doesn't work. All right. It's not like we have a Disney budget here or anything. You must be related to the Pixar lamp, aren't you, you naughty little guy? Look at these adorable pictures, by the way. Look how cute Dog Pool is. Thank you so much for awing. I scribbled all of these myself. I know, I'm no Robert Liefeld, but at least I know how to draw feet. Let's get started, shall we? Once upon a time. You know what? It just feels wrong when I'm doing it with myself. Why don't we all say it together, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Once upon a time. See, wasn't that fun and interactive? Well, anyway, upon that time, once, Cinderpool lived in a big, fancy mansion with his shiny-headed step-professor and a bunch of hideous step-mutants. The biggest one, Colossus, was always making up stupid rules that no one cared about. Like, please stop labeling other people's food in the fridge with your own initials. And for the love of Feige, stop Donald ducking around the house and put some trousers on. I never understood that rule either. I always just called that Winnie the Poohing it personally, but that's a story for another day. The other main step mutant, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, oh, such a cool name. She was always just texting and rolling her eyes. They were both super jealous because Cinderpool had a much, and I do mean much, larger fan base. What is going on? Wow, the grandma I stole these from, she's gonna be very upset when I return these. Whoops. Anyway, one day, an expendable non-union extra came running across the mansion grounds, screaming. King Thanos was planning the biggest battle of Phase 3. The last truly relevant phase, as we all know. Cinderpool desperately wanted to go to this big and uber-relevant battle, but Colossus said, no. Too dangerous. Cinderpool don't know how to be part of team. And then Colossus ripped up Cinderpool's nicest costume before Negasonic Teenage Warhead, again, such a cool name, made it explode into 1,000,000 pieces with her mind powers. And then popped her gum. Oh, so Gen Z. On fleek, Sigma, no cap. Cinderpool felt very bummed and felt very vulnerable and exposed. Minus 100,000 aura, as Negasonic would say. Well, now that Cinderpool had negative skibbity Ohio Riz, he skipped majestically out onto the mansion grounds, stumbling for dramatic effect. Oh, hello there, camera. When suddenly, a big, strange, sparkly circle appeared. And from out of that big, strange, sparkly circle walked out Cinderpool's very hairy god mutants.
Woo! All right! Woo!
All right, come on now, Logie Bear. You have to actually step through the big, strange, sparkly circle. Otherwise, the poor audience isn't going to know that you're here yet.
You knew I was here.
No, he doesn't.
All right, fine. Move.
Wow, you must be related to Doctor Strange, aren't you, sir? Well, no one else knew that he was here until he committed to the bid and went through the sparkly circle, right? Yeah, she's nodding. speaking of committing to the bit, where's your matching cardigan, Logie Bear? I made you a beautiful matching cardigan.
And I shredded that.
Wow, that was not very demure of him to do at all, was it? Not very mindful in the slightest.
I don't know what.
But you know what? I don't think anyone's upset about the six-pack. It's fine. We can move on.
Don't look at me.
Oh, very hairy god mutant Wolverine. I desperately want to go to the big battle, but my mean step mutants vaporized my costume.
Shut up.
Growled Wolverine lovingly.
What?
Well, I need a new costume. I have to go to this super relevant battle.
Just get another costume then. And stop writing me into these stories.
Oh, okay. Well, after that very sage and somewhat Australian advice, Cinderpool headed off to the wardrobe department to get a freshly laundered costume, and then went to the big battle. Cinderpool missed most of it though, because he stopped for some delicious chimichangas along the way. You know, priorities, right? But rest assured, when Cinderpool got there, the Avengers were still winning. Captain America looked so cool and so ruggedly handsome in those pants. Oh, I love Mr. Rogers. And meanwhile, Cinderpool's very hairy, handsome, chiseled god mutant Wolverine was
No. I'm going to Pim's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Pim's Test Kitchen. Yeah, that checks out. Everyone give it up for Logie Bear. You know what? He doesn't really like this story very much because Disney did not have the rights to him back then. We're glad we have you now. We're glad we have you now, though, buddy. You were a chiseled, bright yellow cash cow, my chum. We're glad we have you now. Speaking of which, once the aliens were finally fleeing away in defeat, Cinderpool saw something on the steps of one of the spaceships. It was a single glove. And a high five for a child. There you go. You're welcome for the core memory, kid. Oh, this glove was so fancy. Big and gold with beautiful jewels. I think there were 6 of them, not that that's really relevant information. I wonder who this fits, thought Cinderpool before trying it on. After some clicking, whizzing, and whirring, it adjusted right to Cinderpool's arm. Then, out of nowhere, Iron Man came flying in out of left field screaming, "Hey, take that off, you beautifully majestic mutant, you. This is my sacrifice to make, all right? I really don't want to be Iron Man until I'm 90. In fact, I would rather be doomed than be Iron Man again. Doomed, I tell you." Trust me, I am just as confused as you guys are, all right? And then other, much less relevant Avengers came running in too, saying things like, "Please put that down, that's not a toy, whatever you do, do not snap." So obviously, Cinderpool snapped. Oh, Cinderpool snapped a bunch, both physically and mentally, mind you. And then the weirdest thing happened. It was probably unrelated to Cinderpool's actions, but half of everyone kept disappearing, and then reappearing, and then disappearing again. So many people were crying. Tony said "I love you" like 3,000 times, which was a little bizarre and very mushy, to be honest with you. But eventually, everyone did come back. Well, everyone except for those that text, talk, and call during a movie theater experience. We didn't want them back. I know that's none of y'all, though, but everyone else did. But then suddenly, the Avengers tackled poor little Cinderpool, ripped off his new favorite glove. And when they went on to remake the movie, of course, they CGI'd Tony's boring head onto Cinderpool's majestic body. And it went on to become the most profitable film of the Feige cinematic universe. The FCU, as I like to call it. I know, I'm still workshopping that acronym. I feel like there's just one too many letters. Anyway, everything honestly worked out for old Cindypool, because Cinderpool went on to start his own, even more successful franchise. Yeah, that's right. Who's relevant now? It was so successful, in fact, that Cinderpool was eventually invited to be part of the Avengers Endgame 2. All right, sir, are they paying you or are they paying me, buddy? And to correct you, it's actually Avengers Endgame 2 Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, you didn't know that part. In theaters at some unannounced point. Well, thank you all for coming to another illustrious story time with your new favorite Disney princess. There you go. by yet? Well, you just pounded my hand when I was trying to high five. Okay, we'll do a little turkey action.